Selecting a UPCS REAC consultant or trainer, what is the role of active REAC certification? This is our humble opinion from the Inspection Group and REAC Solutions. My name is Michael Gantt. I am the Director of Training for the Inspection Group. Does a REAC consultant or trainer need to be currently active and or currently certified as a REAC inspector? We think that the answer to this question in a word is simply no. Let's examine the reasons. First of all, what does it mean? What does currently active, currently certified really mean? It means the person still works for HUD as a part-time inspector competing for the low-bid contract work of inspecting properties on HUD's behalf. They must continue to follow HUD's rules and to maintain a role on the enforcement side of this process. They must sincerely believe in the validity and credibility of this work unless they're willing to do so disingenuously. REAC inspectors take a 1-week course. Half of the week is spent learning to use their computers. Half of the week is spent learning the inspection protocol. If they pass this 1-week class, they then conduct 2 to 4 inspections under the supervision of a REAC representative, a quality control rep from HUD. If they survive this Phase 2 training, they are then certified to inspect your property with as little as 1 week of training and as few as 2 or 3 inspections supervised and approved. This certification course is intended to train inspectors, not consultants or trainers. It gives no special qualification for doing consulting work or training. This course does not contain any significant information on the REAC scoring system, which is of vital importance to understanding how the inspection system works and how to pass inspections. This course does not contain any information whatsoever on the preparation and submission of REAC appeals. So ask yourself, do you personally trust that all REAC inspectors see things the same way? Is the REAC inspection actually a consistent, objective, replicable, dependable inspection? And are the opinions of REAC inspectors just as dependable? Ask yourself, do you trust that all REAC inspectors treat your organization fairly? Ask yourself, does the fact that someone works for REAC install confidence that they have your best interests at heart? Maintaining REAC certification binds the inspector to follow strict rules that prohibit them from doing business with owners and managers of properties that they inspect, also prevents them from inspecting properties owned or managed by parties for whom they have worked. This conflict of interest rule severely limits the inspector's ability to legitimately provide consulting and training services. Myself, I have found it a real obstacle to doing business when I maintained REAC certification. Maintaining certification demonstrates that the inspector is only a part-time consultant or trainer. Maintaining certification demonstrates that the inspector has only a part-time commitment to serving the housing industry when he or she is not acting as an inspector, effectively working on the other side, the enforcement side. A fully committed professional consultant or trainer voluntarily lapses or surrenders his or her certification because it's simply not needed unless one needs to bolster otherwise questionable credentials for training and consulting. Active certification interferes with the ability to serve the industry freely and without potential conflict of interest. Active certification demonstrates a lack of commitment and a lack of full-time effort to solely provide services to the housing industry. Maintaining certification requires the part-time inspector, part-time consultant or trainer to play both sides or to serve 2 masters. Maintaining certification requires acting as the traffic cop, writing the tickets on the one hand, while claiming to also defend the interests of the driver, so to speak. Would you hire your prosecutor to be your defense attorney? I don't think so. We feel that for a trainer or consultant to maintain active REAC certification really presents an ethical and moral dilemma. Ask this part-timer these questions. Who do you actually work for? HUD or the housing industry? What's your primary mission? Is it to serve HUD? Is it to help me? If you're so dedicated as a full-time advocate for the housing industry, why would you remain a REAC inspector? The 2 things are at odds. We work solely for the housing industry as advocates and advisors. Our sole mission is providing service to the housing industry. We would take no pride at all in being considered actively certified REAC inspectors. While we have many friends who are REAC inspectors and great people, we feel very strongly that we cannot honestly serve 2 masters and serve them well. REAC in effect trains the inspector to fail your property. We train you and your staff to pass your REAC inspections. We do not maintain any servitude or obligation to HUD or REAC because we are not certified. We have chosen sides and declared our loyalty to the housing industry and the housing industry alone. All of our consulting and training staff are proudly and very emphatically former HUD certified inspectors. Frankly, this is not a difficult question. Doesn't the concept of sending a REAC inspector to help you sound a little bit ridiculous? Former experience as a certified REAC inspector, but present full-time consultant or trainer is a good foundation in your choice for a consultant or trainer. Former experience as a HUD-authorized REAC certification trainer, someone who has actually trained inspectors for HUD, is also an excellent foundation, but there are very few people who can legitimately claim this experience. Number of years of dedicated full-time service to the housing industry is a good indicator of qualifications. Track record in terms of sheer volume of services provided to the housing industry is a good indicator. Track record as indicated by referrals from repeat customers is a good indicator. Anyone can provide a few happy customers. Not many can provide repeat customers who come back time and time again. As far as qualifications in the choice of a REAC consultant or trainer, look at the track record of selection by housing industry organizations for speaking engagements and seminars presented nationally. Look at the track record of selection by organizations like state housing finance agencies to provide UPCS seminars. Look for the commercial availability of original proprietary training materials created and published by the company, like original books and videos. Look for support resources provided like free website training, free how-to guides, and free help desk resources. A background in adult education is also a good foundation. Home inspection services experience is totally irrelevant to the UPCS REAC inspection, which is a standalone inspection protocol independent of all other building standards. Construction administration education is also irrelevant. Certifications in HQS and other disciplines are irrelevant and may even cause confusion. Myself having trained REAC inspectors for HUD, I found that those with code official backgrounds, fire safety backgrounds, and other types of inspection protocol backgrounds were the most difficult to train. Sometimes it's difficult to take off one hat, put on another, and to apply the UPCS protocol as an independent, standalone protocol. Current active certification by REAC is also irrelevant, and it's probably a negative indication of a lack of commitment, confused loyalties, potential violation of HUD's conflict of interest rules, frankly, a lack of success in building a full-time business in this specialized field of REAC consulting and training. People who are successful in their fields have one job, not 3 or 4. In terms of the inspection group's experience providing these types of services, I'm Director of UPCS REAC Training, Michael Gantt. I'm a former REAC inspector, M number 31311, which was issued in 1998. I was an active REAC inspector until 2003, in which time I completed over 1,500 REAC inspections, which is a staggering number. I'm a former REAC authorized certification trainer. I was an official trainer of REAC's own inspectors. I signed their credentials, provided training on behalf of HUD. I'm a former contractor program manager, which means I recruited, trained, and supervised REAC inspectors in 15 states. I voluntarily surrendered my certification clear back in 2003 and chose a side. I work exclusively for the benefit of the housing industry, as I have done for over a decade. I'm the author and publisher of several commercial paperback books on the UPCS REAC inspection. Google the name Michael Gantt or go to Amazon.com and do a search on REAC inspections. You'll find my books there. I'm the author and producer of a full-length online UPCS REAC training seminar that's available now for those who cannot conveniently attend a class in person. This class is available at upcsonline.com. I'm the founder and author of an absolutely free online REAC Help Desk resource at reachelpdesk.com. There's an easy one to remember. I've presented over 150 full-length 2-day UPCS REAC seminars presented for over 4,000 participants in the multifamily and public housing industries. I've provided inspector training to the staff inspectors for over 15 state housing finance agencies. I've presented UPCS and REAC seminars on behalf of various chapters of NAMA, NARO, FATA, and IREM. I've done countless other speaking engagements at national and regional housing conferences. I really don't feel a need to keep score. This is a frequent activity for us. My full-time career has been REAC consultant and trainer since 2003. I've inspected and helped many hundreds of properties prepare for their REAC inspections since 2003. I've witnessed hundreds of REAC inspections as an escort to the inspector hired by the property to represent them since 2003. I've reverse engineered the REAC scoring methodology to create the only custom REAC scoring guide in existence. We can turn any REAC scoring report into an accurate predictive guide that reveals the scoring value of every possible defect. We basically invented the REAC consulting and training industry where others now follow our lead. We created the first and now famous laminated REAC Flip Field Guide, now copied by several imitators. We've made that available for about 13 years now. We've even got a copy of a check signed by former Secretary of HUD, Alphonso Jackson himself, when HUD paid us to prepare properties that were under HUD receivership for their REAC inspections. So we've even been REAC consultants to HUD, the humor of which should not be lost on anyone. So who would you choose as a REAC trainer or a REAC consultant? Frankly, there are several capable and credible parties who can provide excellent REAC training and consulting services. We have competitors who are good at what they do. Really, though, the best ones won't come in and flash their REAC badge. They'll tell you about their years of single-minded and single-purposed dedication to your industry, not to HUD. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. We're the original, the inspection group, not to be confused with imitators of similar names and products derived from our original ideas. We were the first to provide these services and products nationally. We're the largest and longest continually active and successfully active REAC consultants and trainers in the country, despite not being REAC inspectors for many years now. And I don't miss being a REAC inspector, believe me. I so much more enjoy helping people like you succeed at their REAC inspections. Thanks a lot for listening. This is all we do. Nobody does it better.
Your badge. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Oh, no.